as the Glastonbury Tomahawks are taking on Newtown. Just had the national anthem. First of 5 games today from Guilford High School here on SportingNewsCT.com. The 5th grade game will be Newtown against North Haven. The 6th grade game will be Cheshire against Madison. Madison will appear in the last 3 games, actually, as the 7th grade game will be Southington against Madison, and it's Bristol against Madison in the 8th grade game. So just up the road, the Madison youth football program is rolling along, and they'll be competing in those last 3 state championship games. But right now, we've got the captains for Glastonbury and the captains for Newtown about to meet at midfield for the coin toss of the first of 5 games here on SportingNewsCT.com. It's the Shoreline Youth Football Championship. Steve Kirk, along with a cast of characters, bringing you the action today. Glastonbury on the near sideline in the blue uniforms, white numbers, white helmets. Newtown on the other side in the gold jerseys with the blue shorts, pants, and blue helmets. 4 officials for today's contest explaining the procedure here for the opening toss. Looks like Newtown has won the toss, elected to receive. Newtown coming in off a thrilling 25-24 overtime win over Shelton to get to this championship game of the Shoreline Youth Football 4th grade division. They were trailing Shelton 18-6, rallied for a 25-24 overtime win to reach this championship game. They beat Monroe 13-0 in an earlier playoff game. Come into today's record with a record of 8-1. Glastonbury, on the other hand, is undefeated, 11-0. Beat Wallingford 39-25 to reach this championship game. It's always a fun day, bringing you the 5 Shoreline Youth Football League championship games. Hope you stay with us all day. It's been better weather. It's been worse weather. A little chilly to start the day, but it's been colder earlier this week here in Connecticut. And at the end of the day, we got blue skies, very little wind. A great day for football here in mid-November. Glastonbury will kick off. Tommy Polowitz will put his foot into the football, and we will be underway here in this 4th grade championship game. Official signals ready for play. Polowitz, onside kick. Who's going to recover? Looks like Newtown does, right at the 49-yard line. That was Cameron Longy who fell on the football right at the 49-yard line. So great opening field position for Newtown. 2 teams who, as they get older, at the high school level, programs that use this feeder system to field competitive teams that are in the playoff hunt year after year. First play from scrimmage is a run by the quarterback, Marcus Gerace. He's going to get near first down yardage into Glastonbury territory at the 43. Simple quarterback draw. Picks up almost 8, so it'll be 2nd and short. Nick Pavea, Emmett Regan, Marcus Gerace, Travis Ricos will be your main ball carriers for Newtown. Regan in motion. That's Gerace. Thought he was caught. He's not. He's bumping off several tacklers. And a huge run gets a first down inside the 40. Glastonbury thought they had Gerace wrapped up a few times, but he wiggled out. Good 2nd, 3rd, maybe 4th effort there by Gerace. Picks up a first down at the 38. Nice crowd on the other side of the field. Beautiful facility here at Guilford High School. That's Gerace. This time he will hand it off. Not much doing there. Emmett Regan was tackled by Vlad Vadafu. Nice wrap up by Vadafu there. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. At this level, the offense is somewhat simple. Keep it on the ground. Try to move the clock. Move the chains. But it is a 3-receiver set here on the left for Newtown. Shotgun. This is more of a wildcat, as it went to Nicholas Pavea. And he maneuvers himself with some nifty running to right around the 40. Short gain of 3, but he did a nice job of finding a hole in that offensive line, pushing forward to pick up 3 yards, so we'll say 3rd and 7. As that time it was Pavea in the shotgun. Looks like Gerace is back. We've got 2 surrounding Gerace. Gerace will give it to Pavea. He's going to get to the outside. Can he break a tackle? He does. Turns it upfield. But Glastonbury does a nice job with some secondary pursuit. Pickup of maybe a couple. It'll be 4th and 5. We'll see what Newtown tries to do here on 4th down. Looks like they're keeping their offense out on the field as Gerace. He's in at quarterback in the shotgun position. Gerace coming left side, and he is brought down beautifully by Bennett Bedard. Stopped short of a 1st down, and Glastonbury will take over. We'll see a replay on that one, as you saw Bedard just come from that safety position, and Gerace looked like he had some green turf in front of him to maybe get a 1st down, and it was Bedard on the tackle that prevented the 1st down, and Glastonbury will take over on their own 32 with their first offensive series here in this 4th grade championship game. In the wishbone. Handoff. Jake LeBlanc. Not much doing. Maybe out to the 34, pickup of 2. Gerace in on that tackle, as well as Christian Foss. 2nd and about 8. Cheerleaders on the far side as well for both teams. So the trophies down below. The winner will get some trophies, as will the loser. Nice run, spin move there by LeBlanc. He looked to be wrapped up around the 37, but he spun. Gets it out past the 40. Right between the 40 and the 41. It'll be 3rd and short. Nifty move there by LeBlanc. They call him the Manster. Connor Finnerty is a quarterback. Nice job by the defensive line there, but LeBlanc pushes forward, and that's going to be close. Newtown's defensive line made a nice surge, but LeBlanc with some powerful running kept the feet moving. He gets it out past the 42, almost to the 43, and that is a 1st down for Glastonbury. LeBlanc looks like a powerful runner. Joshua Smith is a fullback in front of him. Finnerty calling the signals. They'll give it to Bedard. Had the nice tackle before. Now he gets to the outside to the midfield stripe. Finally brought down. He's still moving forward. Took 9 Newtown defenders to bring him down, but not before Bedard gets it to the 45. That's a pickup of 11 and another Glastonbury 1st down. This Tomahawk team is undefeated for a reason. 11-0 coming into today. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Newtown 45. 4:50 left here in the first quarter. Finnerty looks like he's changing the play. Send a receiver out left. LeBlanc in motion. Snap doesn't go to Finnerty, goes to the fullback, Smith. Not much doing there. Read well by Marcus Gerace from his linebacker position. That'll be a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12. Got to give these teams credit for reaching this championship game. Not easy. Give the families credit as well. Season that starts literally on the first Monday in August. Here we are on the second Sunday of November. Glastonbury along the left end. Bennett Bedard again with the handoff, but not much doing. Newtown defense stiffening. Bedard maybe gets 2 back to the original line of scrimmage. It will be 3rd and 10. Third and 10 for Glastonbury. Picked up a pair of first downs. Newtown defense has been up to the task on this series. Can they prevent a first down here? LeBlanc sweep, breaks 1 tackle, breaks a 2nd, breaks a 3rd, and he is going to pick up a first down. Just another hard run by LeBlanc. We got a replay on that one. As you see him in motion, get the handoff from Finnerty. Newtown, a couple of defenders have a chance at him. But LeBlanc picks up the first down at the 34. Under 3 minutes left in a fast-moving first quarter. Newtown in Glastonbury scoreless. That's Bedard in motion. Give it to the first man. Not much doing on the fullback dive. Joshua Smith on the carry. He'll pick up maybe 1. Middle of that defensive line for Newtown. Did a nice job. 2nd and 9. Again, it's the first of 5 here on SportingNewsCT.com. Each game time will increase in age. So the fifth grade game at 11, the 6th grade game at 1. Little double reverse. LeBlanc gets it again. Ball is loose. Can Newtown recover it? They will. LeBlanc coughs it up, and it's recovered by Newtown right before it falls out of bounds. LeBlanc had some room. Maybe it was kneed or punched from behind, and it was the second Newtown defender that wound up falling on that one. So Newtown will take over at their own 17. 2:01 left to go in this first quarter. Scoreless between Glastonbury and Newtown. Second set of downs for Newtown. Gerace in the shotgun. First pass of the game. Trying to go deep. Oh, in and out of the hands of Emmett Regan. That was a well-thrown ball. Maybe just a step or two too far. Regan had a step on the defender as well. It'll be 2nd and 10 back at the 17. Just to finish the schedule, the 3 o'clock game will be Southington and Madison in the 7th grade game. Then at 5 o'clock, Bristol and Madison will meet in the 8th grade championship game. That's Ricos along the right end. Not much doing. Ran a long way, but was brought down by Bennett Bedard. And that's going to be a loss of about 4 or 5 on the play. Back to the 12. Field position in favor of Glastonbury, despite the fumble, because now they force Glastonbury to a 3rd and 15 from the 12. Pair of receivers, flank to the left. Gerace in the shotgun. He will roll to his left. Breaks one tackle, breaks a second, but then brought down by a slew of Glastonbury defenders. Good gain, maybe of 6 or 7, but it'll set up 4th down at the 18. 4th and about 8. Clock is going out here. It was about a minute and a half earlier. But 4th down. Will they do the punt? They do a little rugby punt. They will. Gets a little bit of a Newtown roll, but it'll be knocked out of bounds at the 25, where Glastonbury will take over in great field position as we are under a minute left here in the first quarter of this 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game. So Glastonbury had a nice drive going. A fumble by LeBlanc. But the Glastonbury defense did what they needed to do, forced a 3-and-out in a rugby-style punt. So it looks like we might have reached the end of the first quarter. We do have 10 minutes on the clock. All right, we'll step aside here from some of our sponsors. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in this 4th grade championship game. Newtown and Glastonbury scoreless. All right, welcome back to the coverage of the 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game. Glastonbury takes over an excellent field position, 1st and 10 at the Newtown 24. Here as we start quarter number 2. Officials are explaining something to the Newtown coaching staff. So again, Glastonbury 11-0 on the season, 39-25 semifinal win over Wallingford. We're going to cap off a undefeated season. That's LeBlanc. Gave it back to him after the fumble. I like the play call. Sidesteps one defender, sidestep a second. He's at the 20, he's at the 10, the 15, the 5. Hits the end zone, touchdown. One play, 25 yards. Glastonbury with the lead. LeBlanc making amends. Fumble on the last drive with a 25-yard touchdown run. Got to the outside, sidestepped one defender, and then headed to the pylon, and he got there. And Glastonbury takes a 6-0 lead. Teams at this level go for 2 for the most part, which I believe is valued for 1 point. When you kick, it's for 2. But coming near side here, and that is Bedard. Breaks one tackle, dives into the end zone, gets there. So Glastonbury will take a 7-0 lead. We'll be back with more of the 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game right after these messages. All right, we're back. Glastonbury on the LeBlanc 25-yard touchdown run, and the Bennett 1-point run leads 7-0. Again, a short kick, which is recovered by Newtown. Nice hands by Cole Stockwell. So Newtown will have excellent field position inside Glastonbury territory at the 49 as they trail for the first time today. They're no stranger to rallying to wins. Talking to their coaches before the game, they beat Monroe 13-0 in a first-round playoff game. Then trailed Shelton 18-6. No problem. Just came back and won 25-24 in overtime to reach this championship game. So this will be the third offensive series for Newtown. Marcus Gerace in the shotgun. One player comes in late. Can they get the playoff in time? They will. Gerace fakes a handoff, keeps it himself, falls forward to around the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. So we'll pick up a 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. No huddle here for Newtown as they flank a pair of running backs in between Gerace. They'll give it to Pavia. He's running right side here. Make a tackle, he can't. Huge tackle on Newtown's first series. Got the 2-point, I should say 2-point, 1-point conversion run. There, makes a nice tackle as Glastonbury did a nice job stringing out that play. Pavia does pick up a yard or two, so it'll be 3rd, long 5, short 6, whichever is your preference. 8:44 and counting here in the second quarter of the 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game. Glastonbury leads 7-0. So it'll be a Gerace again in the shotgun. They'll send Marks in motion. They'll give it to him. He's on the left edge. He's got some green turf in front of him. Gets to the outside, tries a stiff arm. Finally knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets a Newtown first down at the Glastonbury 31. Simple sweep. Got to the edge. And Marks did a fine job there. I like the stiff arm, too. You can tell these guys watch some NFL action once they get home from their games on Sunday. But a first down, and this is the furthest penetration for Newtown here in this game. Gerace again, looking to pass. Now he's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's got some room. He does a stiff arm as well. But it's Bedard in on the tackle. Those guys are going to meet a lot today, I think. Gerace and Bedard. Key cogs in each team's football teams. But that's a pickup of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 24. Newtown trying to get back in this one. They trail 7-0. Nice drive going on here. Now it's Pavia and Gerace in the backfield. They'll pitch it to Pavia. Ball's loose. Who's going to come up with it? There was a pile there. You see the beanbags on the ground, which means the ball hit the turf, but it was recovered by Newtown. Got a replay on that one. Pavia cuts it back in. Whole bunch of Glastonbury defenders in on that one. Might have been the hands of Rocco Meggs that knocked that one out. But Newtown recovers. It's 3rd and short. Gerace, quarterback sneak under center this time. And he does a nice job keeping those legs moving. He initiates contact, I think, falls forward, picks up a first down at the 19. 6:45 and counting. We'll have a timeout taken by Glastonbury. We'll take one too. We've got a good one brewing in this 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game. Don't go anywhere. Glastonbury leads 7-0. All right, welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com's coverage of the 2017 Shoreline Youth Football Championship game. This is the fourth grade game between Glastonbury and Newtown. Tomahawks lead 7-0, but Newtown looking to get back in this one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Tomahawk 19. Trying to match the 25-yard touchdown run of Jake LeBlanc here on this next possession. Gerace hands it off. Big hit in the backfield. I think the first hit was by 34, Joshua Smith, on Travis Ricos, and it was Bedard that'll get credit for the tackle, and a big one for loss. Back towards the 25. So that'll be a loss of 6. And Ricos, he took a tough hit there. He's going to come out. Hope the young man is okay. And that's a big play by the Glastonbury defense, as Newtown is now backed up to the 25. That'll be Marks in motion. Gerace is going to keep it himself. Can he get to the edge? He's got a block by Pavea. If he can get it, he does get a block. He's still going at the 15. Finally brought down. Might have been Brody Cummings on the tackle, but not before Gerace gets the 6 yards that they lost on first down, and maybe another 5 back to around the 14. So it sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 5. Pickup of 11. Aiden Walker moves his way to the right. This pitch goes to Pavea. Some hard running up the middle of the field. Gets to around the 10. I think that's going to be short of the first down, but they'll need maybe less than a yard. Last time they ran Gerace on a quarterback sneak. Let's see if they do that again. Approaching the midway point of this second quarter. 5:05 left. Be under 5 minutes when this one gets snapped. Gerace under center, who wins the initial surge. Gerace trying to push forward, and he doesn't push forward much. Is he going to get a first down or not? Glastonbury thinks they've stopped him. Newtown is pointing like they got a first down. It's only the men in black and white stripes that matter, and we're going to have a measurement. Huge measurement here at the 4:51 mark of the second period. Is it a first down? And Newtown with the 1st and goal at the 9. Remember, they took over at the 19. So this is going to be close. Does the nose of that football reach that last chain link? If not, Glastonbury will have a huge defensive stop. Does blue celebrate or does gold? And it's blue that is going to celebrate, as they are inches short. Great job at the middle of that defensive line by Glastonbury. They stood up the Newtown offensive line. Gerace tried to push forward. Couldn't get that full yard that he needed. And Glastonbury will take over, not in great field position, but more importantly in possession of the football. They lead 7-0. That's Finnerty under center. Imagine that's LeBlanc. And he breaks a tackle. He's at the 20, the 25, the 30, the 40. Nice job of cutting off LeBlanc there. I think it was Travis Ricos. But we got a replay on that one, as it's just a simple handoff to LeBlanc. He breaks one tackle there. Gerace just couldn't wrap him up. And Glastonbury gets out of the shadows of their own end zone, out to the 49. So that's a 40-yard gain by LeBlanc, because it was 1st and 10 at the 9. So Finnerty under center. We've got our first stoppage of play by the gentleman wearing black and white. It'll be a false start against Glastonbury. That'll cost them 5. What a huge run by LeBlanc. It's not as important as the 5-yard run that gave him a score. But Newtown had a 4th and less than a yard, couldn't get it. And then right away, first down, LeBlanc with 40 yards. Flips the field position because Newtown, I'm sure, was looking to try to get a 3-and-out or a 4-and-out in good field position to try to get even. Bedard with a huge block by Smith. He's on the near side here. He stays in bounds. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Still moving, still being brought down. Finally, Pavea and Stewart bring him down, but not before. That's a huge run. Got a replay on that one. That's on the near side here. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 13. As you see, Bedard, it's a nice block there. Stays in bounds. And Glastonbury looking to increase their lead to 2 scores in what would amount to a 91-yard drive. Little misdirection. Give it to Bedard again. Inside the 5, down to around the 3. So that's a pickup of 10, which pales in comparison to his last run. But against the Tomahawks, that much closer to a 2-score lead. See what the Glastonbury coaching staff dials up here. It's 1st and goal at the 3. You got Smith in the block behind Finnerty. Second man through, LeBlanc. Good job by the Newtown defense there. First man through was number 58, Connor Jopp. Got some help from some compadres. Pickup of maybe 1 down to the 2, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. So this game has changed in a hurry. Looked like Newtown had a potential game-tying drive going. 4th and 1, less than 1 from the 10. Couldn't convert. Now Glastonbury looking to grab a 2-score lead. Finnerty. Not going to get in. They went misdirection. Maybe down inside the 2, so it'll be a 1.5 yards. They handed that one to Rocco Meggs. So it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 solid efforts by the Newtown defense. They need 2 more, though. Something tells me Mr. LeBlanc may touch this one. They do give it to LeBlanc, and not much doing. Maybe back to the initial line of scrimmage. That is an awesome defensive effort by Newtown so far. I think it was Luke Stewart leading the brigade of tacklers on that one. Got some help by Cole Stockwell and some other defenders. That's no gain. So now what was 1st and goal at the 3 is now 4th and goal at the 2. Under a minute left. This is a huge sequence in this game. Finnerty with Smith and Blackwell to his left. LeBlanc in motion. Can he get in? He's still trying. Not much doing. Newtown makes the defensive stop. Give defensive credit there. They stopped them 4 times from within the 3. Went a little misdirection. LeBlanc lowers his head, tries to get in, but that middle of the defensive line by Newtown does the job. And Glastonbury goes 89 yards from their own 9 to the Newtown 2, but can't cash it in. There are 40 seconds left. I tell you what, if I'm Newtown, I'm going quarterback draw, quarterback sneak Try to get a few yards and just get out of this half losing 7-0. You were on the verge of falling behind by 2 scores. Of course, what do I know? They're going shotgun. Gerace around left edge, not much doing, maybe a yard. Glastonbury used some timeouts here, or no. Clock's still ticking, under 30 seconds left in this first half. Gerace running over to the sideline, trying to get a play. Or is he coming off? He might be coming off. Clock still ticking, under 10 seconds, and that might be it. Indeed, that will be the end of a well-played first half. Glastonbury will take a 7-0 lead into intermission, courtesy of a Jake LeBlanc 25-yard touchdown run. Newtown had a chance, couldn't convert in. The Glastonbury 10. Newtown defense with a huge defensive series. First and goal at the 3 for the Tomahawks, but Newtown 4 straight stops to keep the game 7-0. We'll hear from some of our sponsors at halftime. We'll be back with the second half. It's the 4th grade championship game of the Shoreline Youth Football Network.
Share this life like we ought to. I'll have the best of me. I'll have the best of you.
Glastonbury.
Or Glastonbury.
All right, guys, listen. Bring it in. Bring it in! What is the score right now? 0-0. We're getting the ball. Protect the ball. Kick off return team. Be ready to protect the football. Jump on the ball, front line guys. If you get it clean and you're in the second or third row, return. Front line guys, if it goes past you, go block. But the ball is dead. Coming to that front. Get on the football. Get on the football. Cover it with your body. Offense is going to go out there. When we call a play to the outside, run to the outside. Okay, we've been shoving it in the gut, in the gut, in the gut, and we'll open up the outside. You cannot see how far it's out there. We have blockers going out there. Get out to the outside. Does everyone understand that? No false starts. No block in the backs. Let's block. Let's block. Let's block. We know the count, okay? On defense, guys, we are getting in the backfield and we're grabbing high. We're getting our hands on them and we're sliding up. Grab around. Hit the thigh, drive through, wrap them up. Can we do that? Can we do that? All right, it's 0-0. We have to win this quarter. We have to win the next 10 minutes. Not worried about the fourth quarter. We have to win the next 10 minutes. Offense, defense, special teams. Bring it in. Balls to the wall on 3. Come on, let's go. Go. Let's go. Balls to the wall. Woo!
Guys, you got to grab. This is your Super Bowl. Take your Super Bowl. Come on, David, get your helmet on. Get your helmets on. Get a start.
Helmet up, helmet up.
What? Take your Super Bowl, guys. This is it. Go. Get water from
Okay, folks, it's that time where we here in Guilford like to change somebody's life with the raffle.
Get out in the field. Get your knees
The winning
out.
number,
Get your knees out.
649-281. 649-281. And we ask you to play responsibly.
Do you want the championship? Do you want the championship? Do you want it? Then you gotta take it. Let's go. Rocco, get back, Rocco.
He's got it.
Get out of here.
Let's go, Rocco.
All right, welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com's coverage of the Shoreline Youth Football Championship games. It's the first of 5 here from Guilford High School. Glastonbury and Newtown played an entertaining first half. Steve Kirk joined by Don Boyle for the second half. Cast of characters, shall we say, helping us produce this one for you. We hope you stay with us all day long, as we'll have Newtown and North Haven in the 5th grade game following this one at 11. The 1 o'clock game is Cheshire and Madison. 7th grade game will be Southington against Madison, and you guessed it, 8th grade, Bristol against Madison. We'll crown 5 Shoreline Youth Football champions today, 1 in the next 20 minutes, as Glastonbury, courtesy of a Jake LeBlanc 25-yard touchdown run, along with Bennett Bedard's conversion, they lead 7-0. Don, what were your thoughts in kind of coordinating the efforts here and kind of paying attention a little bit as to what you saw?
I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun just watching everybody behind the scenes. We have Andrew Danik up top running our main camera, our replay camera run by Tom Siasia. Danny Alvarado pushing all the right buttons for us, and my good buddy Max Monroe. He's running the graphics for us today. You're doing a spectacular job. But my thoughts, 2 teams are executing at a very high level. I love the 4th grade game. It's little guys understanding the game of football, textbook tackling. We're seeing some great goal line stands and terrific runs, and it's been a lot of fun thus far.
Talk about just playing for the joy of competing with friends, and you reach a level where you want to win a championship, but you can tell that they're having fun. And now Newtown will kick off to start this second half. Now it was a huge series that they stopped Glastonbury 4 times from inside to 3. Short kick will be recovered by Glastonbury. But if the Tomahawks punch that one in, take a 13 or 14-0 lead, now you get the ball to start the second half, you could be really in control. And now, courtesy of that huge defensive stand, stayed in this football game.
What I like to see is the numbers on the sideline, Steve. Good numbers. You can go nearly 2 deep with both these teams. A lot of guys getting into the game. So football alive and well, despite all the news out there about concussions and parents don't want their kids to participate. These kids are playing great football. We haven't seen an injury. As we mentioned, the tackling's been outstanding, so the coaching has been brilliant. Yeah,
and I know NFL has some initiatives with youth football at many levels to teach proper technique, and you can see that. That's Bedard getting the first carry of this second half. Gerace brings him down at around the 41, 42. Looks like that'll be a first down run. Pickup of maybe 11. So Glastonbury will not get the first down, as it's a hold on the left edge there. So that'll negate a first down run by Bedard. So instead of being 1st and 10 around the 41, they're going to be backed up now to their own 39.
Tell you what, Bedard's a nice player. Call him Beast Mode. That's his nickname, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, they sent over a bunch of little comments concerning some of their players, so it's kind of fun to pass that stuff along as we move along here.
That's LeBlanc in motion. Finnerty. Will he pass it? Will he run it? He will run. Can he get to the edge? He does. Sidesteps one defender. Gerace finally knocks him down. Ball is loose. Gerace not only made the tackle, he did it in such a manner that he knocked the football loose and fell on top of it. Love to see a replay of that one, because that is just a huge effort by Mr. Gerace.
I'll tell you what, Newtown needed that. It's certainly going to be a spark here in the second half as they trail by the score of 7-0, and just great pursuit and hunting down the football. Good effort by Gerace and able to pry it free, and there you go, Newtown in business. Good field position too, Steve.
Mentioned in the first half, but this Newtown team, no stranger to coming from behind for wins. They trailed Shelton 18-6 in their semifinal win, 125-24 in overtime. Second pass of the game, and I tell you what, Gerace was getting hit as he threw it. Pass was intended for Tanner Smith. Love seeing 68 being an eligible receiver. You don't see that too often.
No, you do not see it too often. These guys will play multiple positions on the offense and defensive side of things. Things I like about the fourth graders, we're seeing the future of high school football, and some of these guys will go on to play collegiate ball too at the Division III, Division II, and hopefully we'll get a player who can compete at Division I level 1 or 2 out of this grouping that we'll see here today all day long. 10 outstanding teams.
But you can't get to the point where you compete at varsity and compete for college playing time without playing starting now. Snap goes to Pavea. He meanders through a couple Tomahawk defenders, picks up maybe 6 down to the 43. It'll be 3rd, maybe 4 after the incomplete pass. We've seen 2 passes so far this game, both by Gerace, both fell incomplete. Glastonbury has stuck to the ground attack. They lead 7-0, but the big turnover by Gerace, and now can Newtown convert the first down? Gerace keeping himself along right edge, has a seam, still going. Slips out of a tackle by LeBlanc, falls forward to maybe the 30. That's a pickup of 13 and a Newtown first down. There's a simple snap to the quarterback. He took off on the right, had an alley, took advantage, and now Newtown with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 at the Glastonbury 30.
What I like about these two teams is how courageous they are when they come up to the line of scrimmage. They dig in, they understand the game plan, the snap count.
Run to the left, a stiff arm. That's Grady Marks. But he's brought down by LeBlanc. He'll lose 2. Marks getting up gingerly, hands the football to the official. And you know, he's shaking his head and saying, I'm all right. He will have to come out because the officials did signal for that.
How about Marks wanting to stay in the ball game, but of course they do side on the side of caution now, and it's good to take him out of the ball game for at least a play, make sure he's all right.
So it was a loss of 2, so it'll be 2nd and 12. Gerace in that shotgun position. He's got Pavea to his right. 2 receivers flanked on the left. There was a player coming in for Newtown, which is drawing a few flags. It was a long pass attempt which fell incomplete. I don't know if Newtown had 10 players on the field or not, but they will be whistled for a penalty, and then it'll be up to Glastonbury as to whether they'll accept it or not.
Officials will confer and make their decision on what they're going to do. We'll get the call. 12 men on the field.
So it was a 12th player coming on. Some miscommunication on the sideline. It's going to cost Newtown 5 yards.
That was a tough penalty, Steve. That was all due to the injury to Marks and coming off the field, some confusion on who's going on and off. And
that's a big penalty, too. That's back to the 48, so that's a 15-yard penalty. Was around the 33.
Well, the 4th grade level, you got to know how to count. I mean, if you don't, you're not moving on to the next grade.
Sometimes math is simple, sometimes it's not. Gerace will give it to the first man through. That's Ricos. Tries to run along right edge, breaks a tackle, can't break the second one. I think that was Finnerty on the tackle with a nice job. Ran a long way, picked up a couple.
Finnerty wrapped him up nicely, but it was really the defensive end on that far side. Couldn't pick up the number that really strung that play out beautifully, allowing the tackle to come on over and make the play.
So Newtown needs to get to the 20. So it's 3rd and 24. NFL teams playing today don't have too many plays for 3rd and 24. Gerace gonna throw it wide open, caught. That's Smith on the catch, and a Newtown first down. Well done, Newtown.
Tanner Smith ran a beautiful route and got open. How about the throw? They do have a play for 3rd down and 24. We'll take another look at that again. Just a beautiful throw. And I'll tell you what, that's execution. I love it. 4th grade level. That's a throw about 24 yards downfield.
Impressive throw by Gerace. Nice hands by Smith. And I tell you what, if Newtown come back to win this game, mark that play in the memory books. Because 3rd and 24, you pick up a 1st down, and Glastonbury on their heels a little bit. We'll take a timeout. We'll take one here too. 6:29 left in the 3rd quarter. It's Glastonbury 7, Newtown nothing.
Take care of your important stuff.
All right, welcome back. Glastonbury defensive coaches were giving some instruction and words of encouragement to their defense. Newtown with a huge pass. Now is a 1st and 10. It's Pavea, tackled in the backfield. Nicely done by Joshua Smith. We do have some laundry on the field, though. So Newtown whistled for an illegal formation. The play lost 3 yards, so Glastonbury will decline the penalty. So it'll be 2nd and 13 from the 19. They need to get to about the 6. They give it to the first man through. First carry of the game for Emmett Regan. He gets it inside the 20, maybe down to around the 18. So a short pickup, but it'll be 3rd and about 13. The 3rd, certainly 4-down territory. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, stacked. Pavea to the right of Gerace. Gerace trying to get a block. Can he get to the outside? He's at the 20, he's at the 15, and that's a nice job closing by one Mr. Bennett Bedard. Big tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, Gerace may get to the end zone. But instead, it's Bedard with the big tackle. They'll put the ball down at the 16, excuse me. So it'll be 4th and 10. 5-10 and counting. 3rd quarter of this 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game. Intended for Smith again. Falls incomplete. There were 3 tomahawks around Smith. He wasn't going to get by him this time. And the Glastonbury defense stiffens and forces a turnover on downs, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16. 4:57 left. The only score, a 2nd quarter. Jake LeBlanc, 25-yard touchdown run. Bennett Bedard's conversion run. And that's the only points we have here in this 7-0 4th grade championship game. LeBlanc calls his own number. He's got a convoy. Can he get another block? He's at the 40. He's at the 50. Can he get a block? He veers it back inside. Sidesteps one tackler. Makes a cut. And now it's Smith, the only one that can catch him. And he won't do it. Touchdown. Jake LeBlanc. 84 yards and a 13-0 Tomahawk lead.
Manster with a terrific run. And how about the vision? Finding the openings downfield, feeling the tacklers chase him down. Beautiful angle to the end zone. What a beautiful play.
Got a replay on that one. And LeBlanc, as you see, comes near side here. Gets a block by Smith. And then, as you mentioned, his patience field vision. Cut back to the middle. Whoop, let me go to the right. And then it was a foot chase to the end zone. He might have been getting tired, but he got there. Now they'll go for the conversion. They'll give it to Bedard. Can he get to the outside? He will waltz in. So it's the second touchdown by LeBlanc. It's the second conversion run by Bedard. And with 4:33 left to go in the third quarter, Glastonbury doubles their lead. They now lead Newtown 14-0. You're watching the 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game on SportingNewsCT.com. All right, welcome back. Glastonbury just doubled their lead. The kick, who's going to recover it? It is Gerace that falls on it. Nice kick by Tommy Polowitz. Got that one a little bit deeper. Almost gave his special teams a chance to recover that one. But Gerace fell on it. Newtown will take over 1st and 10 at their 41. 4:33 left here in the third quarter. We mentioned a couple times now that Newtown come from behind ability. They're going to need to channel that inner comeback spirit again as they now trail by 2 scores. Gerace will give it to Pavea. LeBlanc read that one perfectly. Does it on offense, does it on defense. Loss of 4. The second and long for Newtown.
I equate it to this. It's great to be young, isn't it? You just ran 84 yards for a score. Now you're out there cruising around that defensive end and making a big defensive play. So LeBlanc starting to take over this third quarter.
Gerace rolls to his right. Little screen pass. That's caught. Gets back to around the original line of scrimmage. Might have been Chris Manfredonia, 81 on the catch. Can't see the numbers on that far side.
Now Marcus Gerace is going to be a heck of a quarterback. I mean, he, as a 4th grader, throws that ball accurately. He's thrown a 20-yarder downfield. That's not an easy pass right there. That's a timing pass out to the right flat.
3rd and 8. Sticks it in the gut of Pavea. Rolls to his right. Pass was intended for Emmett Regan, and it was knocked down at the last minute. That was another well-thrown ball as Regan was open, had to step on the defender, but might have been Bedard at the last minute to knock that one down.
Yeah, might have just got a finger on it. If it wasn't Bedard, it was Polowitz who perhaps made the play on the far side. So the 2 of those guys in the vicinity, but again, another well-thrown pass. I mean, it was catchable.
3:21 left to go third quarter, chasing 14. We've done a rugby punt on 4th down before. Let's see if they go for it here. You're chasing 2 scores, why not? Gerace gets a block. Bedard says, no dice. You're going to get a few yards, you're not going to get enough. And the Glastonbury defense will again force a turnover on downs on a tackle by Bedard.
Yeah, beast mode read that play brilliantly. He was spying the quarterback all the way. And now the Tomahawks will bring out that offense. Boy, they were stopped, late in the first half. They could easily have more up on the board. Newtown, they just need a break or 2. Maybe a turnover would help out here. They got one already in the quarter.
Tell you what, LeBlanc and Bedard are a nice 1-2 duo for Glastonbury to form a nice future as these kids get older. You wing T formation with Finnerty. You send LeBlanc in motion. Give it to the first man through. That's Smith. He moves forward to around the 42. Pickup of maybe 3. Use LeBlanc as a decoy there.
What a great league this is, and what a concept, you know, Shoreline Youth Football Conference, but it really extends to Bristol and up to Newtown, and feel for all the football being played around the state of Connecticut in this conference now.
2nd and 7. Again, LeBlanc in motion. Fake it to him. Finnerty calls his own number. Gets a block. Gets down to around the 40. Pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 5. Good pursuit there by the Newtown defense.
Beautiful day here in Guilford, Connecticut, and we're in a nice warm press box, which is great for us, the fans across the way. Not so warm for them, but they're certainly enjoying the action here.
They're bundled up a little bit, as are the cheerleaders. Great to see them at halftime as well. Certainly part of the pageantry of youth football. 3rd straight play with LeBlanc. This time to get middle. And he's going to fall forward, get close to first down yardage. Again, a second effort by LeBlanc. He was hit around the 37. He fell forward, got past the 35 to the 34. That will indeed be enough for a first down.
Good look at the crowd in attendance enjoying the game here today. And, of course, we welcome all our friends across the world watching on the World Wide Web as we stream this championship game today.
Go with a double I set behind Finnerty. He'll give it to Bedard. Makes a move. And I tell you what, nicely done by Mr. Travis Ricos. He held on a little bit for dear life. Got some help from some compadres, Gerace among them as well. But Ricos with the initial hit.
Yeah, I thought he was surfing there on one of those boards, you know, that you take down to the ocean and catch a big wave. Great job to hold on there for dear life, as you mentioned.
Pickup of 1, be 2nd and 9. Glastonbury really in no hurry as we approach the 1-minute mark here in this 3rd quarter. They lead 14-0. LeBlanc in motion. They'll give it to Smith. Gets to the outside. Pursuit. Makes one miss. Runs out of bounds at around the 21. That's a nice job by Smith.
Yeah, Joshua Smith, they call him Showtime. He was showing some time right there. We got an injury down on the field. Why don't we take a quick break with the injury timeout, and we'll be back in a moment.
You'll have the best of me. I'll have the best of you. We'll share this life like we ought to. We'll share this life like we ought to.
All right, welcome back. Chris Perdonia Jr. up, he's fine. He's trying to stay in the game. Again, love the toughness, part of the football mindset. He'll have to sit out a play, though. Nice to see him walking off on his own power. We're under a minute, 52.1 seconds left. Glastonbury with a 1st and 10 at the Newtown 21. They're already up 14-0. In the wing T formation with Finnerty under center. They'll give it to LeBlanc. Barrels his way through a couple of defenders to race in on the tackle. First was Connor Kelly on the hit, but LeBlanc falls forward, picks up about 7. It'll be 2nd and about 3.
Cole Stockwell helped out on the tackle, too, along with Gerace, so good job there on the pursuit. Very impressed with the ground game put together here by Glastonbury. That offensive line has really done a terrific job.
Bedard in motion. Give it to LeBlanc. 3rd man through. Gets down to around the 10. That'll be close to first down yardage. Does get the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11. Don't need to run a play as we are under 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And we are 10 minutes away from crowning a champion in the Shoreline Youth Football League 4th grade division. Right now it's Glastonbury on top and driving. They lead 14-0. Don't go anywhere. The 4th quarter coming your way next on SportingNewsCT.com. welcome back. Glastonbury trying to cap off a perfect season. They're 11-0. Newtown trying to rally for the second week in a row. It's Glastonbury as we start the fourth quarter. Smith bumps it to the outside, breaks one tackle, finally knocked out of bounds inside the 10, maybe at around the 8. Pickup of 3 as we start this fourth quarter. Pretty imperative for Newtown to make a stop here, Don.
It really is, and can they overcome 3 scores in the fourth quarter? I don't know. They haven't scored 1 through 3, so the odds not very good, obviously. Well, just all those stats online now at ESPN as a game, and the time wears on, they put up predictability numbers on what's going to happen. So their numbers are going to be quite low if they can't stop them here.
Bedard in motion. He'll get it. Coming near side. Not much doing. Newtown defense led by Grady Marks. Makes a nice tackle on that one. Loss on the play, back to around the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little farther back. It'll be 3rd and about 11.
Nice recovery by Marks. He left the game a little bit banged up earlier here in the second half. Back in there, an impact player for Newtown.
Newtown right at the end of the first half. Glastonbury had a 1st and goal from the 3. Couldn't get in. Need another stop now. LeBlanc. First man through. He gets it. Inside the 10, maybe down to around the 9 or the 8. Gerace on those shoestrings makes the tackle. Interesting, they can pick up a 1st down if they can get inside the 1. Ball is at the 8. So maybe 7.5 for a 1st down, 8 for maybe a title clinching score as we have 8:45 left here in this fourth quarter. Bedard in motion. Not sure if he was moving forward or LeBlanc maybe got a little bit of a head start, but it'll cost them 5. So back from the 8, back to the 13. Costly penalty there for Glastonbury.
Yeah, somebody jumped there. Kind of obvious. Officials had to throw the flag. Officials have done a nice job here today, Steve.
Only a 3rd penalty?
Official, yeah. Letting the kids play.
You want to let the kids decide it, but if there's an infraction, you got to call it at the same time. So a little different offensive set. You got 3 receivers right. LeBlanc in the shotgun. He takes it in a wildcat, gets to the outside. Can he get to the pylon? He stretches it out. And they will not say touchdown. And they're going to put it down at the 1. And that may be or may not be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah,
we
really,
will have to see.
Yeah, depends on the spot. We'll take another look at that play. Jake LeBlanc, Manster trying to turn that corner. Look at that speed as he gets to the edge and towards the pylon. Oh, he came so close.
I love how he, with his left hand, tried to reach that out and get it inside the pylon. Foot fell out about, or hit the line first, but it is a 1st down. So now they've got 4 cracks from the 1 to give themselves a 3-score cushion, an inch closer to a championship win. Finnerty under center. Quarterback sneak. Offensive line surge. Finnerty gets in. A 1-yard run by Finnerty. And Glastonbury takes a 20-0 lead.
Well put together drive. They executed wonderfully, and Tomahawks here on the sideline beginning to celebrate as they can feel victory as we take a look at the replay. And simple up the middle for the score, and it's now 20-0.
So Finnerty gets the conversion play, runs back in. Two receivers left, 2 receivers right. Smith to the left of Finnerty. They send Bedard in motion. They'll give it to him. Can he get his 3rd conversion run? Cuts back, sidesteps, in. Yes! Bedard with all 3 conversion runs. And now Glastonbury will take a 21-0 lead. You're watching the 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game on SportingNewsCT.com.
You have the best of me, I'll have the best of you. We'll share this life like we ought to. We'll share
All right, welcome back. And the road to a championship got a little bit tougher on the far sideline, but you see the near sideline in Glastonbury hooting and hollering, and as well they should, as they lead 21-0. Polowitz gets his foot into that one. Gerace can't come up with it, but it's alertly converted or covered back at around the 39. Jumped on by Mikos.
Well, you talk about Newtown with their ability to come back. If they're coming back in this one, it needs to start on this drive. They need a big play. Gerace can throw it downfield. We know that. Will they go to the air attack time and time again? It's going to have to. Will he get the protection to do so? Is a big question to be answered, Steve.
Gerace in the shotgun. Has completed a couple passes. He rolls to the right. Decides to take off. Gets away from Finnerty. Knocked out of bounds right near the midfield stripe. Stopped by the bench on this near sideline. Gets out of bounds alertly. That'll stop the clock. As much as you need scores, you got to try to do it as in a time-efficient manner as possible, because there's only 7:54 left, and you need virtually everything to go right at this point if you're Newtown.
Lead official appreciating the effort by Gerace just a moment ago. Gave him a good little tap and words of encouragement.
Direct snap to Pavea. Along left edge. Breaks one tackle. Good hard run to around the 41. That'll be a pickup of about 9.
Yeah, nice job by Pavea. Really kind of made himself small when he slid through that hole. Jake LeBlanc made the tackle on him. They're moving the ball, Steve.
7:30 left. 2nd and 1. Gerace keeps it himself. Runs right. Has a nice block. Stiff arm. And it's Bedard that's going to finally knock him out of bounds, but not before he picks up a first down at around the 36.
Yeah, Emmett Regan, that nice block, number 10 for Newtown coming around the edge. I don't know if we have a replay of that one, but that was just well done. He held that block beautifully, allowing the quarterback to get around the corner.
Gerace read it well. Again, got out of, which is maximize your time. Pavea, left edge. LeBlanc. Pavea gets away from a second defender. Can't get away from a third. He does. Then he spins. Falls forward. Wow, that was a nice run by Pavea.
Brody Cummings with the tackle. Might have been a saving tackle there, Steve, as he brought down the spinning Pavea.
Bedard hasn't missed too many tackles, and give Pavea credit because he slithered through that one. Rico's in motion. They fake it to him. Try to get Smith again. Gerace realizes he can't throw the pass, and he's brought down by Jace Baran, but we may have a penalty on this one.
Yeah, I think they're going to tack on some yardage.
Was a face mask.
Yep. That flag came out immediately. I don't know if we have a replay on that again. Take another look. Got to keep Danny awake once in a while, our extraordinary producer. If you don't talk to him, he falls asleep.
It was an early rise today.
It was an early rise. I actually got him a little later than I thought I was going to be able to pick him up.
Gerace tried to throw that one. Realized he couldn't.
You know what it took to get him here? Dunkin' Donuts hot chocolate with caramel and 2 egg and cheese sandwiches.
That's
Wake
all?
him up all the time. Like a dog, he'll do anything.
Gerace, not much doing, and that's Joshua Smith. Gets a hold of the jersey, flings him down. Gerace has been effective today for the most part, but Smith on that one, a tackle for loss, a loss of about 5.
Good drive put together here by Newtown. The only problem, it's taking time.
Valuable seconds churning off the clock. We are under 6 minutes left. Glastonbury in control, leading 21-0. Newtown trying to get on the board for the first time, as they are at the Glastonbury 21. Give it to Pavea. Can he get a block by Ricos? He can, but you know what? Bedard comes flying from that secondary spot. Read the play. and makes a big tackle.
Yeah, Bennett Bedard able to hunt him down. Newtown faced with 3rd down and long. Going without a huddle. How do you like that? They got the plays ready. The team on the far side. Below us, the Tomahawks with the lead.
Gerace eludes one, flings it, and it is intended for Emmett Regan. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, roughing the quarterback is going to be the call. That's a tough break. The Tomahawks are in pursuit. Joshua Smith just mistimed it a little bit. As Grace, how about the throw on the run, Steve?
He threw that ball a good 25, 30 yards. On the run, intended for Regan, a little bit overthrown, but a little bit of a late hit. As you see him there getting rid of it. Rolls to his right, lets it go. And then just a little bit of a late hit called against Glastonbury. The penalty yardage would actually not have been enough for a first down, but the adjudication of the penalty does give them a first down. Gerace calls his own number, up the middle, inside the 10, down to around the 6. Finnerty, one of the guys on the tackle. But a good run by Gerace there. A fast 5. And it'll be second, maybe about 4. So pick up a 6. That's Pavea to the left of Gerace. 3 receivers to the right. They run Pavea to the right. He sidesteps one tackler. Can't get away from the secondary wave of the Tomahawks, led by Tommy Polowitz. Does pick up a couple yards inside the 5 to maybe the 4. So it'll be 3rd and about 2. They can get a first down. So they do not need to get the ball in the end zone to keep this drive going. But again, valuable seconds ticking away as we approach the 4-minute mark. First things first, you got to get the ball in the end zone. Gerace and Pavea in the backfield. They pitch it. Tries to get to the pylon. Can't. Bounce in. Great effort by Pavea there. One, maybe inside. On most of the game. If he goes under center here, he won't. They give it to Finnerty in on the Solowitz as well as Smith. And they may actually lose a yard on that one. See where they put that down. Back outside the 1, so a little bit of a loss. It'll be 2nd and goal from just inside the 2. 3:47 left as Gerace did get out of bounds. Pavea from 2 yards out. Newtown on the board. They trail 21-6. Got a replay of that one. As you see Pavea just along the left side and cuts back to his right, gets it in. So Newtown will go for the conversion. Again, at the youth football level, it's 1 point if you run or pass it in. It's 2 for a kick. The opposite. So Gerace tries to go along the right side, keeps going forward, but will not get in. So with 3:41 left, Newtown, they get back in the game a little bit on a 2-yard run by Pavea, but they still trail Glastonbury 21-6. You're watching the 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game on SportingNewsCT.com.
do.
Will it go 10 yards? It looks like it will not. Needed to get to the 50. It'll be Glastonbury ball at the 48-yard line of Newtown. They lead 21-6 with 3:41 left. And the onside kick needs to go 10 yards, only went 7. So Glastonbury 11-0 coming into today. 3:41 away from a perfect, undefeated, and championship season. Finnerty under center. Main man LeBlanc, but he's wrapped up nicely by Luke Stewart. Maybe a yard. 2nd and 9. And Glastonbury will not be in any hurry. Finnerty brings the play in. LeBlanc in motion. Give it to the second man through. That's Bedard. He gets down to around the 40. Pickup of maybe 7. Timeout called by Newtown. We'll step aside too. 2:51 left here in his 4th grade Shoreline Youth Football Championship game. Leads Newtown 21-6. All right, welcome back. Steve Kirk, Don Boyle, cast and crew bringing you this first of North Haven in the 5th. As Southington and Bristol will face off against Madison in the 7th and 8th grade games at 3 and 5. Bedard eludes one tackler, eludes a second, gets through a third. He's still going, cuts back. Finally brought down at the 21, but that's a first down. And maybe a championship clinching first down as Glastonbury maintains possession of the ball, can churn some more seconds off the clock, and they are in front 21-6. It was Jake LeBlanc with a pair of touchdown runs, 25 yards, and then a spectacular 84-yard run before Finnerty's 1-yard quarterback sneak gave them a 21-0 lead. Pavea, a 2-yard touchdown run, accounted for Newtown's score on their last drive. Newtown calls their second timeout. We'll step aside too. 2:12, 21-6. Smith. Ball comes free. Smith. And far side, your own 10. Gerace, 5 set, 3 left, 3 right. Rolls to his right. Throw it, gets a block. Kurt turns it upfield. Stiff arm, gets out to the 21-22. That's a big pickup. Clock will stop. to move the chains. Tackle made by LeBlanc. Clock will move as we're under 2 minutes after the chains are set. Gerace tries to go left, nothing doing. Huge surge by the Glastonbury defensive line. Newtown will take their third of 3 allotted second half timeouts. We'll step aside 2, 1:33 left. Glastonbury in control, 21-6.
We'll share this life like we ought to.
All right, welcome back. Second and long for Newtown. Trailing 21-6 with 1:35 left. Gerace eludes one tackler. Can't elude the second. Nicely done there by Brody Cummings. Gerace picks up a few, but they need a lot. Need to get it out past the 35, maybe to the 36. Third and long. Gerace rolls right, nothing doing. First defender through, Rocco Meggs. It'll be 4th and forever for Newtown, under a minute left. Glastonbury on the verge of an undefeated, perfect championship season. Gerace will throw it across the middle. Incomplete. A trio of defenders led by Cummings and Bedard knocked that one free. Was intended for number. Glastonbury will take over on downs and will just need to go into victory formation as they lead 21-6 with under 36 seconds left. Jake LeBlanc, the story of this game, 25-yard run, then an 84-yard run in the third quarter, which really was a huge play in this game. Bennett Bedard with a pair of conversion runs. It was 14-0. Colin Finnerty had a 1-yard quarterback sneak. Bedard had the conversion run again. They led 21-0. Newtown did get closer with a Nick Pavea 2-yard run, but the celebration.
Well, congratulations to the 4th grade team from Glastonbury. The Tomahawks beat Newtown by the score of 21-6. Right now they'll have the traditional huddle around the officials from the Shoreline Youth Football Conference. They say some nice words to both teams, and then they hand out the trophy to the championship team. Let's see if we can eavesdrop in on the conversation down below, if it's possible.
And a round of applause.
Newtown receiving their runner-up trophy for a terrific season. Of course, the Tomahawk from Glastonbury, your champs. 21-6. Ceremony taking place. Jake LeBlanc started the scoring back in the first half of play. 7-0 lead. LeBlanc with a pretty run. Bennett capped off the score with a 2-point conversion run, actually a 1-point conversion run to make it 7-0. LeBlanc would score again, and again Bennett would make it 14-0.
Jake LeBlanc.
Connor Finnerty would also score.
John Sicalone.
Made it 21-0 after the Bennett extra point run, and then Newtown rounded out the scoring in the fourth quarter as Nick Pavia scored to make it 21-6. Tomahawks getting that trophy down below. They'll take it back to Glastonbury, your grade 4 champions, right here at Guilford High School. We'll bid adieu, back with the great Game 5 championship in just a moment or two right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
Number 33, Timothy Stojewski. Number 34, Showtime Smith. Number 37, Nathan Shanti. Number 43,